Morning guys, Scott from SA Landscaping. 12 degrees today, so I think that means that summer's on its way, hopefully. It is, the snow's finally shifted up north and we can get on with some work finally, some proper work. So today I've got some litter picking to do. Now, litter picking is an extra service that some contracts that we do, it comes as standard. So some of the grounds maintenance contracts we litter pick, some of the commercial stuff we litter pick, and then other sites we have separate contracts where we look after, we litter pick parks on a daily basis or weekly basis, and then we get ad hoc jobs like the first one we're going to this morning, which is a windbreak. And this windbreak gets litter picked once a year, and usually you'll get quite a lot of rubbish off it, sort of 6 or 7 bags at times. So that's the first job we'll go to. I'll get you a little bit of footage of what we sort of do, but you can get a rough idea. Materials needed: we need a lot of bags, and we also need a litter stick and a sharps box. And what I mean is a litter stick, obviously to pick the litter up, because you don't want to be using your hands, so in case of things like sharp needles and stuff. So what we carry a sharp box in case we come across any sharp needles, and obviously the litter stick, and with gloves on as well. The stuff goes in the bag. Some of the things that you need to be careful of is, obviously, if you put a smashed bottle or a tin can in the bag, you need to make sure that that bag, when you're carrying it about, once it gets heavier, it gets closer to your body. So you've got to think, and you've got to, if you've got lads working for you, you've got to tell them that you've got to be careful that if that comes closer to your body and it starts to bang off your legs as you're walking with something heavily, you don't want them putting a hole in the legs or scratching the legs, just for a safety point of view. So, like I say, we'll get you some footage on this first job, and stay tuned, guys. So we've got one small windbreak, and this large windbreak here is about 10 bags, mostly from teenagers, drinks cans and things, but quite a lot of rubbish. So guys, that's another day done and dusted. I did the windbreak like I showed you, and we've done 8 parks today. The waste then goes back to our unit, and we hire a large industrial waste bin that gets emptied every week, and per month we pay £80 to get that emptied. If we have any large jobs where we've got fly tipping and things, we tend just to get skips on site. It's easier than moving it twice, but most of our jobs are litter picking and things, so the bin is enough for what we need to fill up, and like I say, it gets emptied every week. So the litter picking is a good thing to be in. There are some contracts out there that are just litter picking, so if you've got small parish councils local to you, sometimes they'll advertise grass cutting, then other times they'll advertise litter picking the village each day and things like that, and that's what a lot of bulk of our contracts are. And the good thing with the contracts then is that keeps a man potentially busy all year, because some of the parks we go around, a lot of them are daily, so it takes on average 20 minutes to go around and check a park safe and things. And usually on a Monday morning you'll have smashed glass and things on quite a few of the less desirable areas that we work in, but at the end of the day, that keeps us in a job, and we're providing a service that keeps areas safe for children and visitors. So that's always pleasing that we can do something like that as well. So what I would say with the contracts is, like I say, some of our contracts are all in one. When you're pricing jobs like this, you've got to think, on average on a Monday morning, you could, in the summer, you could easily get a bag from a sort of largish park, because you don't get a huge amount of bottles in a bag, and obviously the way kids drink pop and crisps and things. So you've got to allow for like the waste. Yes, after you get your first job, you can pretty much work out, and I can pretty much work out that yes, you're going to have an influx of rubbish in the summer, but you're going to have a drop off in the winter. So you negotiate your price where it's the same for each visit, but in the summer you're actually getting paid for doing that job, but in the winter you're getting paid pretty much for doing very little. And like I say, when the snow's on the ground, you can't actually do any litter picking, but we're still actually getting paid for providing that service all year.